Greetings, y'all! It is Matt from the Grin Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 22. Good afternoon, or pre-evening, as some have said. Happy Wednesday. I almost said July. It's not July. October. Happy October the 19th. It's getting close, guys. Halloween's coming. Y'all got your candy, got your costumes picked out. I got mine picked out. I'm going as Farm Sim Matt, and there I am, right in the tractor. So let's see, where do we begin? Well, we'll take this load of bales and then we'll show off and begin what we've done. So it is springtime. It is March 1st, and there have been changes. We made it through the winter. We survived another winter. So let's do this. Let's drive on down here and let's bring old man in as we drive down the road. Good afternoon, old man.
Good afternoon, Matt.
How's it going?
It's going. Bales.
Bales. That's right. We gotta get our grass stock back up. We've kind of burned through our grass stock over the winter. So, and we'll do that. There's gonna be some stuff done. Domino's is sending me a message. Hang on. You are one order away from a free pizza. Whoop, there you go. I'm ready.
Well, we know what you're going to have for this Saturday.
This weekend, yep. I'm going to be eating free pizza. Brian Donnelly, how's it going? Welcome in. You may be the only one watching. My number thing is not updating for some reason. I don't know why. So, you guys may get some French fry ASMR tonight. I bought a Happy Meal. The only reason I bought a Happy Meal is because they have the Halloween buckets again. It's been a while since they had them. I think they had them back in the early or late 2000, 2K, 2K10, something like that, for a limited time. But other than that, it's been since the 80s. They had them back in the 80s, and man, they were popular back then. They're different now. They're smaller. They don't have a lid. But for some reason, a cheeseburger and fries just taste so much better coming out of one of these Halloween pails. I don't know why, but it does. Call me crazy, but... So yeah, I got a Happy Meal just for the little Halloween bucket. I ended up with the white one, the Ghost, I guess it is. And you can turn it different directions. It has different faces on it, so... I really want a pumpkin one. Hoping I can get a pumpkin one. Wouldn't mind having all three. Those, I think those would make a good Halloween decoration, those three buckets. Put some lights in them. Put like orange lights in the pumpkin one, white lights in the ghost one, and green lights in the witch one. Oh. Okay, Twitchy. Yeah, we were wondering where you were at. So yeah, you guys might get some French fry ASMR tonight. Just saying. It's probably going to happen. It's happening right now, and you may not know it. Alright, so we sold all of our winter stuff. We've gone through winter. We sold silage. We sold wood chips. We sold cotton bales, which we were getting $552,000 per trip. Thank you very much. I mean, 2 trailers with the cotton thing. So we made some changes here at the BGA. We cut a few trees over here along the fence line. Moved the silo to the other side of the fence. And moved the industrial BGA where the silo was. And we put up some lights. So this makes our operation way more efficient. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So turned on the new snapping tool that was released in the mod hub. Snap these in line, so now if you look, the grates are kind of in line here. Not kind of, they really are. They are in line, and I should have dumped that first trailer there, and I didn't. So we'll put all our grass in here. It's right bumper and Y, isn't it? Or is it left bumper and Y? Oh, you know what? It's left bumper and Y, never mind. I know how to play. Alright. So you have to dump the grass bales in here first to make it loose grass. So that goes in the silo. So when we get the trailers double tandemed up, we can haul 500,000 liters at a time and just go straight from here to the grass dryer and make our hay right here. And this thing, it holds a lot and it produces really fast. So way more efficient. We can bring the double trailers in here and fill them up, and we got plenty of room to turn around. And then over here we are going to be able to shed very soon. So yep, just way more efficient setup here. It's pretty cool. We had like 44,000 liters of honey that we sold. We only made like 100,000 on the honey, so there's not a lot of money in honey apparently. It hasn't been like tweaked up or anything. But yeah, so now we got more room. If we move the trucks and trailers there, we got more room to build more fermenting silos, which that's in the plans too. So first things first though, we have money. We have $7.4 million in the bank. We can't keep that. So we were able to pay off the loan, number one. So that's $3 million right there. We did that, I think, solely with the straw bales. I think I'm about done with my extra small Dr. Pepper. You know you have to get an extra small Dr. Pepper with a Happy Meal? It's crazy.
That still doesn't make sense.
Extra small. It doesn't even say how many ounces it is. Nope. It doesn't say. It's an extra small, though. I tried to go, I ordered through the app, right? You can select everything you want, and they have a customize button on everything, and I tried to do that, and it wouldn't let me upgrade to even like a large Dr. Pepper. I would have rather had a large Dr. Pepper, really. But extra small, it's kind of like, a couple small, small glasses that adults drink out of sometimes. We won't say the name. But, yeah, it's very small. I got some bottled water over here, though, so I'm good to go on the hydration part. But anyway, $7.4 million in the bank. We can't do it. We got the loan paid off. And there's big things happening on the map. Number one over here, Field 46. We bought 49, and we're going to end up tying 50 and 49 together. But Field 46, it had oats in it last time, and we were like, we really don't have a need for oats right now. But it's in cotton now. And we do like cotton. So that's one of the crops that we do. So we'll probably end up getting 46 at some point. It was just planted. It is fully fertilized. It looks like there's a weed strip down here, though. Isn't that weird? Wonder what that's about. But it is fully fertilized, so we'll see. Sometimes they do go back and you can do contracts on it. When you take out the contract, it'll go back to the first date and then you can put the last date on. But I don't know. That one's already fully fertilized, so we'll have to wait and see. Field 32 has also been planted again, but 32 is that big one that costs like $8 million, so we're going to hold off on that one. But they put it in cotton again. And we got a lot of cotton bales off of this thing. I should have counted. I'm trying to remember. We had like 80... We ended up with like 80-something bales, but some of the bales off of this went towards the contract, so kind of curious. I wonder if the bale count thing, does that work on the cotton harvesters?
I don't know, but I was wondering about that too.
I bet it does. I never even looked. I bet it does. I'll have to check that out. See about that. So yeah, they planted cotton there. Looks like they did cotton up here in this small field there, so that might be worth something. Let's see what all they did plant out here. Everything in light green was just planted. So 24, that's in sugar beets. 25 is in taters. Field 9 is in cotton, so maybe we could get 8 and 9 and maybe 11 at some point. What's 11? Is that wheat? Yeah, that's wheat. So we could pick up some of these smaller areas. But I think we got one area that we really have been interested in for a while. Hey Carson, how's it going? Hey Boone, how's it going? Planned Hippo, how's it going? Welcome in. There's one area that we've been kind of focusing on for a while. And it's kind of the last of what I like to call the big three. So we started out with this one because it was the cheapest. And I don't know, I think maybe we got this one first and then this one. But then we had that one, then we got this one. This was a big one. And then there's this one. This is the last one of, quote unquote, the big three. It's going pretty good, We're fixing to buy some stuff. We got a lot of money. So this is a grass field right now. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, oh man, there's some grass to bale up here too. I probably should rake that. He didn't go with the original lines. I probably should rake that. I'll rake it. We don't have to get it tonight, but I'll rake it. So we have this area up here. This used to be the sheep farm up here, and then we got rid of the sheep farm, and we got plans to build another shed up here. Probably since we're looking at buying this grass area over here, and this is going to be a dedicated grass field like these. We're probably going to redo all of this. But there is a road that comes in here, and you can't plow this road under, and it curves right up through here. Probably going to put a shed up here that will hold all the grass equipment, since this is where we will be doing that. And we're going to make it a dedicated grass field. It's really big. It's really huge. This should be enough to support the BGA production area, that whole process. We do grass and hay, and then we got 30 down there for corn chaff now. May look at another one here in just a minute, but yeah, big field here, big huge field. We'll mow it for the first time as meadow grass, and then we'll plow it up, seed the grass, we'll do the rolling. Then I'm trying to remember what all else there is. Maybe do the mulching afterwards as well, just to get it up there. But if you roll it with grass, grass regrows on its own. So if you roll it, you only have to roll it one time to get that little extra bonus. So we'll go ahead and plow it up, seed it, roll it, do whatever we have to do to it to get the maximum yield that we can out of this field. So without further ado, I say we go ahead and buy it. So it is $3.2 million, 3.227, and we've got 7.4. We have more than enough. It's ours. All right. So now it's not going to be ready until April, and like I said, we'll mow the meadow grass on it. This will help with our bale challenge, which we are either approaching or have just passed. I think we're still just shy of 17,000, but we're getting close. And I don't know what to do about the bale challenge, because that's going to take forever. I had considered going back to the round bales, but I won't do that to us. I guess we could change the size of the square bales if we wanted to, from 240 to 220.
We could.
Because that would give you more bales. That would mean more work for me and you, though.
That's okay.
We'd get to the thing faster, though. To the bale goal. We'd have to communicate that with John, Tell him, look, if you're gonna do the bale challenge, we are gonna switch to, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rake or something up here. There's a lot of grass on the ground. So yeah, we'll plow all this up when we plow up that field, get it all synced up together. Because really, these two fields kind of tie in together. They're right next to each other, and this one actually does over here. Here's the border right here. There won't be a border anymore. So, all right. Looking forward to that first mowing. How many trees did you cut down over the weekend? Oh, gosh. You know what? Hang on, I can tell you. Give me a minute. Stare at this beautiful view of the map here with all the colors. I gotta go in the XML to see. It's one thing I hope they bring to multiplayer. I have temporarily lost my mind. Okay, here we go. I was sitting there thinking, where do I find that? I know where. Stand by. Let's see, bales produced. I can look at that while I'm in there. Okay, we're at 16,923 bales, so we're very close to 17,000 on the bales. Where is tree? Okay, here it is. Okay, before Phil and I cut trees over, I think me and him cut trees on Sunday. I cut a few more after he left. I think we were at 956 trees maybe before the weekend. Now we're at 1,850 trees cut. So we cut a few trees over the weekend. That's a lot of stuff. We have threshed. I guess that means harvested, right?
Yeah.
We have threshed 12,144, I'm going to say acres. It could be hectaacres. No, it says, no, that's time. Okay, that's threshed time. Threshed hectaacres is 2,547. So we've spent, what is that? I wonder what that's in. It says threshed time, 12,144. Is that minutes? Wonder if it's in minutes. I don't know. There's a lot of information in here. But yeah, the tree count, the tree cut count, and the bale count's kind of fun ones that we like to look at. What did what say, Carson? Sorry, my window was over the chat there. $12,144. Is that in minutes, you think? That's the time we've spent, I guess, harvesting, which would be a lot. Yeah, got some trees on this property too, up there along the interstate we could take, and along this highway we could take. Yeah, there's some sticking out down here. We may want to come in and cut some of these. Some of these stick way out here. So I'll work on this when I'm on my own, because I know old man doesn't want me to cut trees right now.
No. You get big leg.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cut some of these, and then we'll take these. We'll haul the wood chips and store them for
Now,
next winter.
Did Phil have lag when you were cutting trees?
He said it wasn't that bad.
Huh.
So, I don't know. He's got that really good Canadian internet, though.
Really good computer.
Carson, it said thresh time at the end of it. I didn't look at the end of it. I looked at the beginning of it. Where is the what? Where's the field tot hostites in it? Where is the... Are you talking about what has the stats in it? The file? So yeah, you go to Documents, you go to My Games, Farming Simulator 22, and then you have to go to the game save. There's like save game 1, 2, 3, etc. It's a folder. You double click on the save game folder, and you're looking for the farms XML. It's where you go in to change the money too. You go into the farms XML. and just open it with Notepad or Notepad Plus. And then you just scroll down just a little bit, and it's under statistics. It's basically the statistics page that you go in that you have in single player, but you don't have in multiplayer, which I hope they bring that to multiplayer. I don't know why they don't have that's a hard word, statistics page in multiplayer, but they don't. So your guess is as good as mine on that one. You would think that, I know I am interested in statistics. I'm just going to say stats from now on because that's easy. I'm interested in stats. I know other people are interested in their stats. I mean, I'm kind of curious how many, total bales we made, how many total trees that we've cut, how many grapes and olives we've harvested, which is 0, how much sown time, sprayed time, plowed time, cultivated time. There's a whole bunch of stuff. It's got a bunch of animal stats in there, field missions, playtime, which that's got to be in minutes because that's a really high number. Repair vehicle count. We've repaired 271 vehicles. That's interesting. Lot of stats in there. So I'm shocked that they didn't put it in multiplayer. So hopefully they'll put it in multiplayer. So yeah, it's under the dedicated save game. So you have to go in there and look if you're in multiplayer. All right, so we bought that big grass field. I'm kind of eyeballing 29, and I talked to old man about this. If we bought 29, it's only $2.2 million. So it would be the first field that we bought that didn't have a crop in it. But if we bought it with no crop in it, we could plant corn in it. Because we're gonna expand 30 and do corn in it. And if we did corn there, those would be 2 really nice dedicated cornfields just for the BGA, just for corn chaff. So I don't know. We could wait and maybe we'll get lucky and they'll plant corn in 29. I think so far they did it. One time they did it in soybeans and one time they did it in sunflower. So I don't know what the odds are that they'll plant it in corn. But it would be nice to have it in corn. It's a nice long straight field. You can expand it quite a bit. So I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those, one of those gambles. It's kind of like watching the prices of the products and stuff. It's like, okay, do we sell it now or do we wait? So if we did 30 and 29, I think 30 and 29 would probably be a good starting point at least. And then we could do these fields in corn again and do these as harvested corn because I really want to get into the dry corn as well. So that would be fun to get into. All right, let me haul some bales because the old man's probably over there baling. Where did I leave my tractor? Is that it? Yep, there it is. So yeah, we might wait on 29. It's just like I said, it's a gamble. I really would like to have 46 though too. It's got cotton in it, and it's one that since we merged 50 and 49 over there together, we could also merge 46 later on with that, and we'd finally have that field. So. Right now, it's time to get whatever grass is down, get that up. And March is the time to do field prep. Putting your first stage of fert down, cultivating, and then once you've cultivated it, you're ready to plant with the planter that has the seed and fert. And then once you do that, you're done other than spraying herbicide. So later on. Yeah, didn't mow the off ramps, but I did mow the median. Which we could actually we could hold off on baling the median. I really want to get the fields, especially the ones that were merging. So 49, 50, and then 41 and 40. Get those baled, and then we can merge those fields. And probably, what did I hit? Good lord. Something made my tractor jump. Oh, I probably hit that outside wheel. I forget I got wide hips on this thing. Thought about taking those duals off on the back because this is so wide. It would make picking up bales easier. But yeah, fields, oh, come on and save. I feel like this thing saves every 2 minutes. I wish it would save in the background so it wouldn't freeze my game up. That's something that they could add to a future game, I'm just saying. So yeah, we're going to merge 50 and 49 this year. If we buy 46, we can merge that next year. And then this, look at that, that'd be a long field that we could do. Probably going to do soybeans in it. Thinking about keeping soybeans over here on the west side just because the valley biomass heating plant's over there, and then we can take the straw over there. And then we can do cotton maybe down here at some point in the future. We own 34, which we could start there. Oh, and just an FYI, guys, especially you guys watching in chat, if you hear something that sounds like a snuffleupagus dying, it's my outside heat unit, air unit, whatever you want to call it. It makes a noise when it shuts off, so you'll know it when you hear it. Some of you may have heard it before. My chair's turned around now to where the microphone is actually pointed in that direction, so I probably need to turn my studio back around like I had it before. But you'll hear it. It'll sound kind of like that, yeah. So, yeah, just get ready. I don't know if it's natural for it to make that sound. I mean, it hasn't quit working yet after, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So it still works. I mean, my heat still works. It may be something that it's supposed to do. I don't know. It seems kind of loud though. And I never hear any of my neighbors' units doing it. So I probably should ask somebody about that. Yeah, and well, yeah, and another reason why, Twitchy, I don't want to get 32 right now. I mean, technically, just a minute ago, we could have bought 32. But 32 is a big money maker when it comes to contracts. And we did pretty good down there on 32 when we did that last one. So, if it works, don't touch it. I mean, that's my philosophy. Sometimes if it doesn't work, I don't touch it. But, yeah, I think that's a good thing to go by. If it works, don't mess with it. And then when it doesn't work, then I can pay to have somebody come out and look at it and fix it. So, I mean, technically it doesn't really need fixing. It's just weird that it makes that noise. To my knowledge, everything is still working. I mean, I guess it's not like a Freon leak or anything, because wouldn't it have leaked out like completely after 5 years? Wouldn't you think? I don't know. I'm not an HVAC guy, but I would think maybe it would stop working after 5 years if there was something wrong with it. I don't know. Maybe it's just tired of, maybe it's a chore to heat my house and it's just tired and it's got express itself, emotionally. I don't know.
But you could always ask one of your maintenance guys at work.
Oh, they don't know nothing. One of them talks like Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
Oh no.
Exactly like Boomhauer. I mean, exactly like Boomhauer. Man, I'll tell you what, come on down and we're gonna paint the kitchen down there and just this dirty white, but it's a little off white, I'll tell you what, and you're gonna get this little gray in it, but I'll tell you what, it looked like that other one down here. That's how he talks. So, and the other ones, they don't talk like that, but they're kind of in the same boat. I wouldn't ask them, directions to the nearest McDonald's. So, I guess I just need to find an HVAC person and see if they know what that is without charging me, like a consult or something. Let's see, I gotta turn that on, don't I? There we go. We got bales, they're multiplying, and we're making the chaff. 'Cause the BGA, we are working. It's electrifying. Literally, we're selling the electricity. What movie? Old man, you probably know.
That song?
Yeah, what's that song from? Well, not that song, but the parody. The original
Grease.
song.
Grease.
Yep. It's from Greece. Who just died from Greece? Olivia Newton-John. She just died this year.
That's a movie they did not need to make a sequel to.
They already did.
Yeah, I know. They did not need to do that.
They did not need to do that. I agree. That one and American Graffiti. They made a sequel to American Graffiti called More American Graffiti. No. It had the same people, but no. It's one you know. Oh, did you hear they're making a sequel to Twister?
What's it going to be about?
Well,
some short twisters, but
so the original Twister was written by Michael Crichton, who, if you know Michael Crichton, he did Jurassic Park and Congo and a whole bunch of other stuff. He did the TV show ER. But Michael Crichton, he died back in, I think, the early 2000s. So Steven Spielberg said, hey, let's make a sequel. So apparently the plot is that Bill, who, Bill Paxton, he actually passed away too. Bill and Joel, the two main characters, their daughter is going to be like following in the footsteps, trying to do some type of new, I guess, storm chase project or something. I don't know, maybe new Dorothy's or something like that. Maybe they're going to launch some Totos or something like that in the tornado. I don't know. But yeah, they're wanting to get Helen Hunt back in, but they don't know if they can get her. So yeah, that's the plan, and it's going to be called Twisters with an S. So you had Twister back in 1996, and now maybe, if it all comes together, Twisters. So I don't know. I love the first movie. The first movie, that's got to be in my top 10. Gotta say, that's got to be in my top 10 favorite movies, Twister. It's a great movie. That's what got me into storm spotting. A lot of people don't know I was a storm spotter. Did that for years and loved it. It was very fun, very exciting, but it was very long and late hours. And I went through many windshields. I ended up going into the medical field because I'll be honest, there's more money in the medical field. And there's, well, sometimes better hours. There are better hours now. You have to work a while doing bad hours, and then you kind of move up to better hours most of the time. Unless you specialize. But, so love the first Twister. We went and saw it in theaters. Yeah, see, Fire Shadow, that's me. I'm going to hold some high standards. And see, I'm hoping that they don't try to make the same movie over again. A lot of times when you have sequels, they just make the same movie over again, right? So I'm really hoping that they don't do that. They did that with The Sandlot. Okay, you had the original Sandlot, okay? That's a great movie, okay? But when they made the sequels, if you watch it and all you do is change, like, wow, there went my voice. Sorry, Trexie, I didn't mean to scare you either. Look at The Sandlot. All they do is change, like, the characters, their names, but it's pretty much the same movie over again. So, even the narration sounds exactly the same. You're making the same movie, but with different characters. I hope they don't do that. I hope it's something new, something completely different. And I know they've had movies since then. I know, they made Into the Storm. That was supposed to be like the new Storm movie, I guess. Which actually, that movie, that one kind of gave me a nightmare. The scene, if you haven't seen the movie, I mean, it's been out for a while, so spoiler alert. The scene with the guy, I think he was the photojournalist. I think he was the camera guy. He got sucked into the tornado, and the tornado had hit like a gas station or something, and it had ignited. So the whole tornado was like fire. It sucked him up into that tornado, and he was, being burned alive in the tornado. So that kind of gave me nightmares. I didn't like that. Okay, so in-game it converts to hours and minutes. But in the XML it's just minutes. So yeah, you divide that by 60 to get hours. Okay. So I wonder what ours was. Ours was like 12,000 and something. It was up there. I will say this, we don't thresh. And that's the word they use in there. We don't harvest, like harvest as often as John does. Because I know a lot of times John, he'll turn and burn the fields. We have a lot going on. We're doing the bale challenge, so we do a lot of baling in between that. And then we do, cutting trees in between that. A lot of cutting trees. And then we got a big silage operation going on too, so we're working that. But I think ours was like 12,000 and something. It's up there. Roughly it's 207 hours, yeah. Which is crazy, because if you go into the statistics page, the stats page, in single player, you can see all the hours and all that. That's one thing I really hope that they, if they're listening, and, a lot of times Giants is listening, bring us a stats page for multiplayer, man. Come on. I want to know stuff. My nose is decided just to stop working. I think it's the cold weather. It was 28 degrees this morning when I went to work. 28 degrees. I live in the deep south, okay? It's October. It's not even Halloween yet. And it's 28 degrees. Now, knock on wood, we did have snow in October one time before, which was really weird. But, you know. So the question is, do we wait on 29? Old man, what do you think?
How much was 46?
Let's see, 46 here. Let's see, right over here. 46 is 3.4. Which, you know, it's 3.4. We can afford 46 right now. But we can't plow it together right now.
No.
So we could go ahead and clear the trees out there if we picked it up. And I think I said it was fully fertilized, didn't I? Yeah, it's fully fertilized. It's got a little weird strip of weeds or something there, I think. But it's not very big. I mean, we can just probably knock it out with the spray rig real quick.
I actually think we should get 46 first.
46
first? Because it's already got cotton in it.
Yeah.
We're going to make our money back.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can buy 29.
Yeah.
And if 29 has crop in it, we could always do the contract or buy it with the crop in it.
Yep. Might be the smart way to go with it.
Because, I mean, you think about it, how many bales you think we're going to get off of 46?
Yeah, probably quite a few.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say we probably should harvest that one east-west, at least down here. I'm actually going to come in and probably straighten that out. I'll get like maybe near the creek there, but I'm probably going to... All these little zigzags, they don't work for me. So I'm probably going to come in and straighten that out. And 29, I mean, we probably won't have to take the loan back out for 29 because whatever they plant there won't be ready till the fall. And we are sitting on 2.6 million liters of soybeans right now. So we're going to have a pretty big soybean sale coming up. Trixie, you're so darn cute.
And here's another thing. They could plant it in corn.
That's true. Wouldn't that be great? If they planted 29 in corn? It's been... I'm trying to remember what all it's been in. I know it's been in soybeans because we did a contract on it. It's been in sunflowers. I think they did sugar beets on it one year. And then we didn't even touch it. So... Yeah, I turned my heater on. I actually freaked out. So, I don't know much, again, I don't know much about HVAC stuff or anything. I turned my heater on the night before last night. And I set it to 69. So, it put out warm air. But you know the normal smell you get when you turn your heater on for the first time for, 6 months or 7 months or whatever. You get that burning smell, and what it is, it's the dust burning off of like the pilot or whatever. I didn't get that when I turned it on. It got down to 30 the night before, Last night I'm sitting here, up at 2 a.m. because, that's what I do now. And I'm playing Farm Sim, and the heat kicks on. Of course, it had kicked on before that, but it kicks on, and right after it kicks on, I hear a pop. And then I smell the burning smell. And then I'm like, wait a minute, is something on fire? Because it was a really strong burning smell. And smelled it for a while. I even put my shoes on and went outside to look to make sure there wasn't smoke coming out of my attic or, or out of the machine outside, out of the unit or, whatever. But had that burning smell. And I'm like, I know it's normal for it to do it when you first turn it on, but I didn't get it when I first turned it on. I didn't get it until last night. So I'm wondering what that's about. I don't know. Again, I'm not an HVAC guy. Maybe the temperature had to get down to a certain point for the actual heat to turn on. Like the pilot or whatever anyway. I don't know. I wish I knew, I wish they had a class in high school that covered all this stuff. All the basics, plumbing, heating, electric, give us all some viable, basic skills, taxes, insurance, teach us some of the basic stuff because, you just don't know. I mean, you don't know. They teach you all about Pythagorean theorems and obtuse triangles and stoichiometry and, stuff that you're just going to use every day that you really never use every day. Slick, that's what I'm thinking. Because I switched it. It was on cool. I turned it off. And then later it got kind of chilly in here. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and turn it on. So I flipped it over to heat. And the temperature on the thermostat was the same temperature that the thermostat was set to the last time I had it on. Which was 70 degrees. It came on when I turned it on. So maybe it had to be... Maybe the temperature in here got colder than the temperature that I had it set to, and that's when the actual heat kicked on. So maybe it was just blowing room air? That's what I'm thinking. That's what it sounds like anyway. It sounds like it might have been blowing room air to keep it at that temperature. But I would think, it getting down to 30, that it would have kicked the actual heat on. See ya, Carson. Take it easy. I don't know. But I know when it kicked on this morning. Scared you know what out of me. I was like, oh. I had my phone. I was like, what's the number for 911? I'd have felt silly calling the fire department out here because my heater was burning the dust off of the thing. I'm leery of my central unit anyway because it makes that sound when it shuts off outside. It did it a lot. It does it a lot when it gets colder than it should be in here. So it came on just a while ago and then it kicked off and it didn't make that sound. But I think that's because it's not cold enough outside. I think it has to be like below freezing for it to make that noise. It's like, oh. It's a very unique sound. You'll hear it soon. Unless I redo my studio. And if I redo my studio, I'll probably go ahead and get my computer out of the box for the first time. So.
What?
Yeah, I know. Look, I got a little heater thing that's definitely coming out of the box. Probably tonight. So. I do love this time of year, though. I sound like I'm, whining or complaining about, this time of year, but I do love this time of year. This time of year is my time of the year. From the 1st of October to the last day of December, and then you guys can keep January through, August, I guess. September. I'll throw September in there. The burr months are my time of year. Give me my burr months. September, October, November, December. My time of the year. I could do that on repeat. Honestly, I could do, as soon as December's over, go straight back to September. I really could. But we don't. We got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August to go through. Are you feeling okay? Do we need to call you an ambulance? I don't know. I do feel kind of fluish. No, I'm planning on feeling fluish Saturday, actually. Because I am planning on getting my flu shot Friday. So, every time I get the flu shot, I feel for 2 days, usually a couple days after I get it, I feel very, very blah. Like, I feel like almost like I have the flu. My joints ache, my muscles ache, and I would rather feel that way on the weekend while I'm not at work. Because if I felt that way at work, they'd probably make me get a COVID test. I don't want to do that. So, I'd be like, no, it ain't COVID. I got my flu shot. But they'd be like, no, we have to test you. No. It's a whole back and forth. But the flu shot for us, I don't know about you, old man, but for us, it's required now. It was optional a couple years ago.
No, it's mandatory. You have to have it.
Yeah, it's mandatory here now. So, gotta get it.
Which is kind of weird because, the policy is if you don't get, because some people are allergic to the flu shots.
Yeah.
And those people would have to wear masks before COVID hit. Now it's like, okay, we still have to wear masks now.
Yeah. I'm hoping that will be gone soon. I think it'll be in 2023. Late.
For us, I heard it's going to be after flu season.
Yeah. Which, I don't know when y'all's flu season, how long it lasts, but ours goes into the next year.
Yeah, so does ours.
So I'm hoping for mid to late 2023. But I could see it going to 2024. But they will lift the mask mandates for hospital people. Let me say that. Nobody in public wears masks at all. So, the only time you see somebody wearing a mask is if you really go in a clinic or hospital, a health facility, healthcare facility. Yeah, we love the auto load. It's pretty nice. I got a guy back there. He moves so fast you can't even see him. He loads the bales on the trailer. He's really good at loading hay. So yeah, what are we gonna do Saturday, old man?
Farm. We got cultivating to do. We got.
I mean, after lunch, because John's not streaming Saturday.
Oh, he's not?
No. He's got his pumpkin day thing, so. So he won't. There won't be a stream from Puma Plow Saturday.
Well, whatever I do, it's going to probably involve farming some. So.
Yeah. Farmer Ryan, you've been sick for a month now? Ugh. Like I said, the cold, just going out in the cold today, my nose is like, I can't breathe. It's like, it's done. Whoop, yeah, I need to take the duals off these really bad. Let me call the other really fast guy and see. Let's see. Oh no, we've got bales in the shop again. What are
How'd
our
that
options?
happen?
I don't know. It's there though. Oh god.
It's kind of interesting.
Oh no. So should I do wide tires or standard tires? I'm thinking standard.
Standard, yeah, with weights definitely.
With weights, yeah. Alright, let's see. The big engine's still on there, GPS still on there, no plate.
It looks like you got a jack up.
I'm telling you, it was slinging me there for a second when I put them wide tires on there, so let's do that. Alright. So that unhooked my trailer. Hook that back up. Alright, so that should make it easier to get the bales. Alright guys, I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be right back. We'll watch old man go back and forth over here, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Just in time to see you finish up baling over there. Alright, let me grab these bales here. So, maybe I can breathe a little better now. I went and got some nose spray stuff. And I think it helps a little bit. It's good for nosebleeds too, which I have been known to have on occasion. Whoop. Oop. Oh, you know what? When I modified that, it reset my GPS. Alright. Oh, am I full there? Yep, I'm full there. Hang on. Gotta get the back one going. Want to come back for a few. No. Nope, there we go. Didn't have it. You have to reset and then activate it. Serpentine a little bit here to get them. What trailers are you using? These are the Lizard PG Rat trailers. They are available in the Mod Hub for PC and console. These are the auto load trailers. They are, when you pull them up in the Mod Hub, I think they're orange and green. But these are the automatic bale loading trailers. Just go to bale loaders in the Mod Hub and you should be able to find them. Let me show you what they look like here. Bale loaders. That's what they look like. It'll be one of these trailers for the main thumbnail, but yeah, the PG Rat. You have the 85 through the 130. We have the 130. The 130 holds 42 bales each, and then you double that, you get 84 bales at a time. So we kind of went with the big one because we got big stuff going on, big projects. I saw that there was a nice UST8 that dropped today. We might go pick that up. I've got a few that I downloaded that I actually haven't activated yet that we might pick up too. So alright, got all those. So now I can reset this and set my GPS and hopefully stay on a straight line and not hit any bales going down through here. Just let them load. I was sitting there thinking back earlier to when I had my last Happy Meal, and I'm pretty sure it was in 1996. That's when the Arch Deluxe came out. That was a great burger. The sauce is what made it. Had an awesome sauce on it. I don't even know what it was. I could probably find it on the internet, but that was a great burger. If they could sell just the Arch Deluxe sauce, I mean that would be perfect. I could get a burger from anywhere and put the Arch Deluxe sauce on it, and there you go. Switch this back to north-south. Yep, got some field work to do down here. Now's the time to do it before we decide to plant. Gonna expand this field over here definitely. So we won't be mowing this anymore. We won't be mowing grass out this way. Not like this anyway. We might leave some edges that we might mow, but really and truthfully, now that we're going to have that dedicated grass field and that entire area over there, we really don't need to do grass over here. It's a lot of fuel, a lot of time to haul it from over here. So we'll probably keep all of this up at the up at that dedicated grass area, and I am full. So I will hit the interstate and then I'll come back down here. Good evening, man. How's it going? Going good. Hang on, I might scroll back through the comments. Yeah, you posted a lot there. Hang on, let me put my cruise on here. Let's see. Yep. Yep. Streaming his place? Maybe. I mean, I gotta take a lunch break and eat some pizza, though. You know that. In FS19, if you had seasons on, I think it depended on something. I don't know. I can't remember that far back. I want to say it was 24 hours with one setting, but it could last maybe 2 to 3 days with another setting. It has something to do if you had seasons running. If not, I thought it was instant, that they turned instant. I think here it's 24 hours with the new one, with 22. Or no, you know what? It's not 24 hours. I think it's a month. So if you get your month set to 3 days, it'll take 2 to 3 days for it to turn to silage. I might stop to scroll through this a little bit. Ready to play some FS22 and chill? Nice. That's what we're doing. Oh, well, we'll probably still mow the interstate. Maybe. I don't know. John's kind of intrigued me with an idea. I don't know. I kind of want to keep it in grass, but wouldn't that be cool to see it in something else? Really anything. You could plant anything out there. You know what we could do, old man? We could plant grapes out there.
Grapes?
Yeah, just have grapes all along the interstate. Yeah, Raptor, well, you should be able to walk up to your bale and it should tell you. It should give you that information. If you're running seasons, you have the little hand tool, the Wobster thing, I think it was called. You can shoot that at the bale and it'll tell you too. So it'll tell you like how long you've got left on it, like, it would actually count down the time from it turning from a grass. Now wait a minute, you're selling it as hay? You can't, well, number one, you can't wrap hay bales. You have to wrap grass bales for it to turn to silage. And then, like I said, I think you have to wait. I can't really remember. It's either 24, 48, or maybe even 36 hours. Or not 36, Lord. 24, 48, or 72 hours. Is that right? That sounds right. Grapevine's highway. Yeah, then you could literally hear it through the grapevine. See what I did there? You could drive down the interstate and hear it through the grapevine. Heard it through the grapevine. I always have the memory of the California Raisins singing that song. Man, the 80s were cool. Wish we could go back to the 80s.
Oh, definitely. 80s and 90s.
80s and 90s. Like around maybe like 1984, 85. Just go back and, you know. That would be awesome. If somebody offered me, like, you know, the what is it, the Matrix, where you take the red pill or the blue pill, I would take the pill that takes me back to the 80s.
I thought it was funny when it was getting ready to turn 2000. Everybody was scared that all the lights were going to turn out.
Oh yeah, Y2K. My mom was a big believer in that. She had emergency, you know, the big like storage tubs like you can get at the store.
Oh yeah,
with lids and stuff. She had those filled with essentials like toilet paper, toothpaste, you know, stuff that, you know, if the world ended, you know, and we needed, you know, a toothbrush, I guess, to brush her teeth. She had it all in there. She had like little puzzle games for us, and, you know, all kinds of stuff. And we found that stuff a few years ago, and we never knew it existed. I guess she made it and never, I mean, maybe she told us, and, you know, we were kids then, so, you know, we probably didn't pay attention or something. But I don't remember her even telling us. I know they were like, make sure you shut your computer off on 12/31/1999, so that, you know. I was really scared. I had a computer. I was big into Flight Sim then, and, you know, all kinds of other like 3D Movie Maker and all kinds of stuff like that. And I was like, man, I don't want to lose that. So I made sure to shut it off, and it turned back on the next morning. So,
well, they made it sound like it was going to be the end of the world.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, people were saying that the electricity was going to go out and all the nuclear missiles were going to launch off, and, you know,
Oh, yeah.
It was just literally, they were saying that it was going to be the end of the world because of computers, and they were trying to get a lot of computers Y2K ready. So yeah, I mean, it was crazy. It was nuts.
So we can go to 1982 right up to 1999. We'll be good then.
Yep. Sounds like a plan. Yep, we could go back to 1982. We could go to the movies and watch the original National Lampoon's Vacation and E.T. and all that. Because I think those came out in 83. I think the Goonies came out in 80... When did the Goonies come out? Was it 83 or 85? I think it was 83. I would kind of want to go back, though, and retain the knowledge that I have now. So, I could invest in certain companies, you know?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Invest in certain companies, buy certain things. You know, an original 8 gigabyte iPhone, sealed in the package, just sold at auction for $39,000. That's literally taking a $500 purchase and turning it into a $40,000 return. And you could invest in, you know, Google and all kinds of make really smart investments. Apple, Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, yeah. Yep. I'm hearing that they're taking SpaceX public. Is that right? You can own a piece of SpaceX? Carson would know. He left, though. But I hear they're taking it public. Whoa, bales. Oh yeah, this was grass that was already down that I mowed over again. So there's going to be quite a few through here.
Oh yeah, they were coming out fast.
I was going to say, there's like, you can look at that row, those rows over there, and then look at this row. There's like bale, 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 bale. Yeah, Twitchy, I understand that. That would probably be another big one for me too. Going back in time to see loved ones again. Whoa, you know what? I still have that set on north and south. And there's Trexie again. Where you want to go, girl? What's up? You gonna lay up there? No, of course not. You wanna go down there. Alright. Come on. There. Y'all should see this. She's on the arm of the chair and she's reaching over with her paw and touching my arm. Saying, hey, I'm here. Pet me. I don't even remember going up this way, but apparently I did. And there's 2 more rows over here. Oh, you know what? This was left over from the last time. That's why I don't remember it. A lot of this was left over. Nope, I have got to reset that. There we go. So you know what else I got when I was on my break?
An orange soda.
Yep, it's time. I didn't get one for the starter stream because I had this extra small Dr. Pepper over here, which is now gone.
I'm sure that quenched your thirst, huh?
Hmm. I do think it gave me a little extra pep. I guess it's got caffeine in it. The orange soda is caffeine free. I think it always has been though. Orange soda and Dr Pepper. I mean, I don't drink a lot of Dr Pepper. I really don't drink a ton of orange soda, but I really don't drink a lot of Dr Pepper unless I go out to eat somewhere and like they don't have orange soda. Cause I'll go orange soda all the way, but Dr Pepper is like the co-pilot, or I hate to say the number two because it's not really like number one and number two, but it's like the not really alternative. They're kind of in the same class, I guess. It's getting really windy here. I mean, it's crazy the weather here. It's just today the low was 28, and we're fixing to have a high of mid 80s coming up on I think Sunday maybe. Co-favorite. Hey, that'll work, Twitchy. I like that. Co-favorite. Twitchy comes up with some good term stuff for us. Co-favorite.
Yes, he does.
Pre-evening. Yeah, Dr. Pepper is my co-favorite. Yeah, I kind of wanted to say co-pilot a while ago, but that didn't sound right. I got to figure this field out too. Gonna do a lot of thinking, a lot of figuring here. Age sometimes gives one a little wisdom, yeah. Yep. Learn from experience. Don't put Twinkies on your pizza. Or, don't stand under a tree in a lightning storm. Never play cards with somebody that has the first name as a city. Stay away from a lady that has a tattoo of a dagger on her body. Try to get at least 8 hours of sleep. I'm doing horrible in that department. Last night I got 3.5 hours of sleep. And I had to run all day on that.
Yeah, I don't know how you function on that.
I don't either. I tried like the little melatonin gummies for a week. Nothing. Didn't make me
They didn't work.
tired. Didn't make me sleepy. So I don't think it's a melatonin thing. The only other thing, I got a couple things that I haven't tried yet, and I'm just so hesitant to try them because I need to wake up in the morning. One of them's a ZQL, and the other one is just, Benadryl. Because you take a couple of Benadryl and, you should be pretty much out. But,
Should try that on the weekend.
yeah, may have to try that on a Friday or Saturday night, and you and Phil are just going to have to accept the fact that I may be like, might not be able to operate heavy machinery.
You just put the game on, we'll farm.
I keep wanting to hit the universal unload, which is right bumper and Y, but it's left bumper and Y. Kind of curious. Let's see, how much do we have in here now? There it is. So we're back up to 8.3. I'm not sure what we were down to. I don't remember. We do have 700,000 liters of chaff still in there. But I just refilled all the silos, so they're, with the exception of hay, they are all at 800,000 something each. Should be. Some of them might be down. We did some fast timing, so some of them might be down around 600, But most of them should be around the same level. Yeah, we got a lot of little properties that we need to pick up too. I probably should have turned back there. I can go this way too. Alright, let's see. I think we got it. Let's see. There it is. Orange soda time. So I'm one pizza away from a free pizza. Wonder if I could talk them into having pizza Friday for lunch. It's crazy, you know, food is, well, it's a necessity. Let's establish that fact. But it's also a luxury. And food makes you happy. I mean, you get a good pizza, or, you know, some people might be pizza people, some people might be cheeseburger people, some people might be, you know, Chinese people, or steak people, or barbecue people, all different kinds, you know. But, you know, I think we can all agree that all of that is good. You might have a favorite, but all of it is still good. Well, we have a bucket at work that I brought some early on Halloween candy, and I decided to conduct an experiment. So I filled the bucket with Halloween candy at the beginning of the month, and everybody was happy. Of course, you know, okay, first establish this. I work in a department with, you know, women, a lot of women, okay? I'm the only guy in the department. There's other guys in the hospital, like, you know, in different departments, but I'm the only guy in my department. So I filled it up with you know, Halloween candy. It dwindled down and got to the bottom, and all of a sudden, you know, I'm noticing day by day, all the women in the department are like getting like meaner, like snappier, and like, you know, they're just, you know, stressed out or something. So I wait about, you know, maybe a week or week and a half, and then I buy some more candy, fill up a sack, just mix it up, you know. It's good candy too, you know, Hershey's, Reese's, you know, all the works. And I decided to refill it one day without telling them, and, you know, I showed them the bucket. No, not using Maze Plus. Showed them the bucket, and, you know, that it was refilled. And immediately, like that, everybody's happy. So, I mean, I guess moral of the story is buy more candy. Get the pizza. Eat the cake. Grill the hamburger. Spin the barbecue. Smoke it. Ooh, smoke it. Yeah, definitely smoke the barbecue. Alright, moving to the back trailer. Oh, it's already on. Alright, cool beans. Yep, got to do a lot of figuring on these fields because there's areas where trees come out, and some we might take out a few if they're in the way. Especially on that new grass field over there. There's a lot in the way over there.
Yeah, I think you're going to spend some time over there getting rid of some trees.
Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and start working on it before it's even ready to mow. Getting it all ready, and then we'll do the meadow grass mowing on it, and then we'll plow it up and set it up for the permanent mowing. Pizza. So yeah, anybody in the UK watching, how's it going with King Charles? Are things going okay there? I need to cut this one. Yep, that one's got to go. Guess there's nobody from the UK watching. Is it snowing over there yet in the UK, I wonder? And I'm full. UK there, alright. Windy and wet. It's not snowing. Okay. How's it working out with the king now? I know you have King Charles and was it Queen Consort? Camilla? Oh, you rarely get snow? I thought it always snowed in the UK. No? Thought y'all were kind of at that level, you know, in the northern hemisphere where You always got snow. I don't know. I watch the Christmas Carol a lot around, the holidays, so maybe that's why I assume that, maybe. Because there's always snow. I would say we rarely get snow, but every time I say that, we get a lot of snow in the winter. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're talking about snow. It snowed up in, where was that? Wisconsin here a couple days ago, I think. Remember seeing it on radar, so. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, Sweden has the snow. Higher elevation, I would probably say the higher elevations are probably going to have more snow. Yeah, we got a 30-year snow. We have what's called a 30-year snow, where every about 30 years or so we'll get a snow that just is like a really, really good snow. We got like 22, 23 inches a couple years ago, and we never get that. Once in about 30 years we'll get that. The rest of the time, it's usually just, if we get anything, most of the time it's a dusting. Every now and then we'll get 6 inches of snow here, 8 inches there, but that's about it. Most of the time it's a dusting if it's snow. A lot of times it won't be snow, and then it'll be ice. And we don't like ice. Ice is no fun. Ice knocks power out. Which is why I want to get a Generac generator. Yeah, 23 inches is a lot of snow. That's almost 2 foot of snow, and that's unheard of here. Yeah, we get ice. I remember when I lived out in the country, amongst the trees, we had a lot of trees, and we would get ice storms. And late at night, we'd get an ice storm so bad that a limb would fall and hit the power line and knock the power out. Well, when the power's out, there is no noise. And when it's icing outside, there's no traffic, nothing. We would get so much ice that it would literally, you could lay in bed at night, and it's so quiet, you could hear the trees, the limbs, the big limbs, huge limbs, snapping off these trees and crashing to the ground. It was actually kind of cool. It was peaceful, yet when the limb come crashing down, you're like, yep, there goes another one. But then after it crashed, it would just be dead silent. So literally, you could answer that lifelong, question. When a tree or tree limb falls in the woods, does it make a sound? I can vouch Yes, it absolutely does, because you can hear them when the ice storm hits. So, one year it got so bad, it was unique because we got snow, right? And it was a pretty good snow. It was enough to cover the grass completely and everything, so it just made like a whole blanket of snow everywhere. But that was not all. We got freezing rain that I guess froze instantly when it hit the snow, so it compacted the snow down a little bit, but it froze a solid sheet of ice on top of the snow. And it was thick ice, very thick ice. You could literally walk over it and you couldn't bust through it. It was crazy. We had some pecans. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going back. We had some pecan trees out there, and there were pecans that would fall off trees, and we would. I hear my phone. I don't know where it's at though. I might have left it in the room in there. We could literally just, how you skip rocks on a pond. You could throw those across the yard, and it was having the same effect because of the ice. It was really quite something. I think that's the same year that we lost power and water for 2 weeks. Pretty sure. No, you know what? That wasn't the same year. It was another ice storm after that. So, yeah, I don't like ice storms. Really want to check on getting natural gas and getting a generator. I was going to say I would go get my phone, but we're fixing to wrap up here in a few minutes, so. There's so much to be done. So much baling. I mean, and when I expand these fields, I don't know, we won't be mowing over here too much. If we do mow over here, it'll be just like single lines. It won't be like it is now. Because we're going to be expanding these fields. We're gonna do more crop stuff, I think, over here. See, I'm trying to remember where I left off, and I don't. I think it was down there. I think I got all the ones up here. Alright, get all the trailers reset here. How you doing on additive, old man?
24%. 23 now.
I was gonna say it goes so slow in the baler, but man, that forage harvester, that stuff goes quick. I had to refill it 3 times up there on field 50.
Wow.
It goes really quick on the forage harvester. It'll probably go even quicker when we put that bigger head on it. But it does matter. It does count, so... No, silage additive does not work for straw. Silage additive works for, well, the in-game works for that crone baler. You can put the tank on it. It works for the pickup wagons, the forage wagons, and then it works for the forage harvesters. Alright, I am caught up to you, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my tractor off. I'm going to go grab another bigger tractor and find a cultivator and just get them lined up. I think all the big ones are up here. Yeah, here's a New Holland. I've got a deer here somewhere. There it is. Take the old deer. How did I get this in here? I stacked this stuff in here. It started snowing. I was like, oh no. So I stacked a lot of equipment in this one shed. Of course, we're fixing to build some new sheds, bigger sheds, and then we'll be spreading this equipment out. Probably work on that very soon. Take a lot of this equipment. I've got our cotton harvester, cotton picker down here too. Got it, you know, had to get it at least in some type of shelter for the snow. It didn't feel right leaving it out. Alright, I actually need fuel, so I'm gonna stop in over here. Can I turn around in here? Ooh, barely just made it. Disconnect that. Additive is the bane of your life in real life. No, we're not using Maize Plus. Nope. Fill them up. So the plan is, and I may go ahead and start working on this, we want to merge. I'm going to have to do some figuring up here because like some of these fields go out wider than the others. So what I may do is just line them up with those. But we're going to merge 50 and 49 together. We're going to do 41 and 40 together. And then we are going to do some field expansions on some of the other ones that we own. So like 44 here, I would really like to square that off right there. That angle on there kind of bugs me. So may square that off, do some expanding on it, you know, make it a little wider, maybe a little longer. And then definitely 47 up here, going to work on, got that to work on because we need to move this big field out this way towards the road a little more, and then probably bring this field out to meet up with 48 on the outside edge here too, and then take it in, and then bring it up and connect all that together. So got a lot of cultivating to do, a lot of creating fields to do. We do that with cultivators. In game, you use a plow to create fields, but around here, I mean, you can just pretty much do it with a cultivator. So that's what we're going to do, because we got a big cultivator that we're going to use. So yeah, big fields are coming. Like winter. Winter is coming. So I think that'll do it for tonight, guys. We'll be back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully either still creating fields or maybe getting into the planting time. Because we got a lot of planting time, and then we got a huge field now that we own that we got to mow. So I don't know, what we'll be doing, but there will be a lot of jobs to do in April. Planting, I'm sure there'll probably be some fertilizing, mowing, baling, all that's a given. But we'll definitely be back on Saturday morning doing something here. So you guys have a good rest of your night. Have a good rest of your week. Friday's only 2 days away, so enjoy it, and we'll see you hopefully Saturday morning sometime. Remember, John's not streaming on Saturday. I'm trying to remember, is he streaming tomorrow? I think he's still streaming tomorrow and Friday. So twitch.tv/PumaPlow, noon Central Time tomorrow, noon Central Time. And then I think at 6 p.m. on Friday. He might stream a little earlier than that, though. He's been streaming a little earlier, maybe 4 p.m.-ish on Fridays. So, but yeah, have a good one, guys. We'll see y'all next time. Always remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grin Arcade. Old man, thanks for joining.
No problem.
And we will see y'all later. Have a good one, guys.